What is up, everyone? Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. We're here. We made it. It's Friday. We're filling the gap right now. Where's this gap going to go to? We've almost filled it already. Little run up there into the open with the moderation today, monthly option expiration. Good morning. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's get the screen up here big for everyone. Let's pull up Edgeful. Of course, this gap fill, we should be filling it pretty soon, in my opinion. Um, where's the chat? What's up, chat? Where are we at? Boom. There we go. A little bigger there. Boom, boom. Let's make this bigger. Guys, big data at 10 a.m. Eastern. Put that on your radar. Michigan consumer sentiment, it's a preliminary one. That's the first one that comes out. It's the one that's most volatile. And for whatever reason, and you futures traders know, I'm sure Gambling Bear knows, the uh, the Michigan consumer data, for whatever reason, is a volatile time. It's a mover. The market, for whatever reason, listens to it. Um, I don't know what in the world we're gonna do today. To be 100% honest, we are so overextended on so many metrics. Um, yeah, what an insane week it's been. I mean, what was it? I was with you guys on Monday on the gap up. Now we're even higher, and I sold almost everything on Monday. I was super happy with that. We probably get down to this pivot point on ES. I hope everyone's doing well. Good morning. Good morning. I'm watching this gap build. Where's Spy? Spy filled the gap already. If you can fill this gap, I think, in my opinion, I really want to short it down to there. I really want to try to get in a short here under 420. We could get a little scalp if on the next pop. I think we're gonna fill that gap pretty soon. Let me try it right here in the VWAP and see if we can get down to 400. All right, I'm gonna start trying to scale into short here. 400 first drum. Look a little short off the top here. Let's see if we can start Friday with some money. Try to get about 40 points here. First trim. If we can get down to full full targetish down here. I'm watching this gap fill over here on QQQ. We don't have to fill the gap, but I think we will. Spy filled it. I think we're gonna come down and fill it on tech. Tech was the weaker one actually overnight. How's everyone doing? Is 50-50 on the stats. I still think it fills today. Looking for this gap fill right here. Let's go. Push it down. Up 20 points or so. I'm not gonna take a trim until we get to 400. Come on. Oh, there's the gap fill. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and take a trim here because of the gap fill. All right, so 30 points to start the day is not bad. That is the gap fill in QQQ. So like taking a trim, I'm moving down the stop. That was the play, right? I'm not gonna let this come back and go red. Let's take another little small trim here at 400. All right, so next target's down here. Oh, we're already trimmed. Hey, we started Friday with some money no matter what. This pops back up. We'll get stopped out. That's fine. Gap filled. That's what I was looking for. You see it there on QQQ. Probably gonna get stopped out here. I don't care. I got some money to start the day. And this probably pops back up to 150 now, or 450. Sorry. Anybody try a long down there? There you go, gambling bear. I think you could still short this to try to get down to here, but yeah, you're kind of swimming upstream. That was the trade idea. The trade idea played out. So if I get stopped, I get stopped, right? If it works, it works. But yeah, good start to the morning already. How about that? There it is right there. Boom. Boom. Perfect gap fill. Look, it bounced exactly where. That's why I was like, let me go ahead and take that. I saw the gap fill. Let me go ahead and take that trim. I wanted 400. We basically got what 402. I got the trim off like 408, 409, somewhere in there. Still think we have a opportunity to get down a little bit lower here. Let's see what happens. The IWM got slaughtered at the open. Looking around some of these bigger names, see everything's pulling back here. Options expiration is like a lot of whatever it's called. It's a mess, right? Come on, pivot point. I want pivot point. S- Boy, we just sniping trades right off the open today. Come on down. Come on down. Give me that pivot point. Come on, pivot point. Come on, pivot point. Oh, we have music playing. Gambling Bear. What are we doing in here? Broadcom's coming down. Boeing's down. Apple, Nvidia, everything's kind of just moving down right now. But it was already up, so that's kind of like a mix. Google though, Google doesn't care. Moving my stop down a little bit into profit. I'll probably get stopped out here. Boy, I wish I would have got that 500 short. That's what I really would have liked. What are we gonna do here? Back and forth, back and forth. I've locked in profit. I moved my stop down to like right here above VWAP. I could leave it up here, I guess. I cannot trade in just pure silence, gambling bear. Yep, filled, orb forming. What's our IB? Yeah, we'll see what happens. So far, we have the high of the IB here and the low down here, but it's probably gonna stop me out here almost. Not quite. Oh, we're hanging in there. I don't know. I think it's gonna push back up here and probably take me out. Pyramid power. Look at Microsoft. Ugh. Microsoft looks gross. What is that? What's up, Bob? What's up? Yeah, look, we're holding right at yesterday's close here. What's SPY doing? Under previous day high, though, here on SPY, which is way stronger. Very interesting. SPY closed at the very high yesterday. I wish I was short from up here. Yeah, I'm just gonna probably stop out here. Are still alive. We got 10 minutes until that consumer sentiment we got to watch out for. We're just chopping here. I don't want to move my stop up just like a point or two just above the EMA 9 because I feel like it's going to wick up here, but we're just going to leave it Stops me, it stops me. 441, right there. Boom, I'm out. Could consider re-entering up here. Are you guys doing anything? I'm trying to find some confluence here. Get the light and tight today on options expiration. $388, $355. Look, we hit right on. This is halfback of yesterday's range. I like this Fibonacci by session indicator. If you guys aren't using Edgeful yet, I don't know what you're doing, but two, some of these indicators are so fire. This one right here, it's just called Fibonacci by session. Like, I can turn off some of this other stuff. It literally just goes from low to high the previous day or high to low and just automatically puts on Fibonacci levels for you. Anything that makes my life simpler and easier, I'm a fan. I'm so tempted to re-enter. So tempted to re-enter here. I don't know. Friday options expiration. I'm playing it tight. Tight. Plus, I really don't want to get into a new position 10 minutes before data or 8 minutes before data. Yeah, I gotta wait for this data to clear. Michigan consumer sentiment, 5-year inflation expectations. We'll see what this data looks like. Do I have this? Where's my squawker? Why are we not talking to me? Trump is attending a bill signing ceremony at 3 p.m. Eastern today. 3 p.m. Eastern. Put that on your chart or on your calendar or whatever for the day. 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm gonna hang out until this data. Drink my coffee. Café con crema. Oh, what's up? I see y'all in the chat. What are y'all doing? What's the chat doing? What are we trading today? Boy, the big picture is so wild to me. Five data. Tesla hit the full target up there. Netflix, what a monster. Meta is interesting. Meta could be a downside play. Microsoft, look at this. This is so tight. Bezos still selling the crap out of Amazon. Look at this box. EOS rejecting previous day's high. I mean, if it wasn't for data, I would think about trying to short into this 450 here. Yes, this area, but no way I'm going to take a risky position on this Friday before data. Just sitting on hands, Bob. That's the way. Tesla above previous day high, Nvidia wicked it at the open. That's broken. Ooh, there's a little bearish on Microsoft, Meta. You can always watch reclaims of previous day's levels, but we have Broadcom getting sold off. Why is Broadcom getting sold off so hard? Minute 20. I got several bullish pieces. I like this could wick both directions here. Thirty seconds. 30 seconds. Hang in here and see what the data does. Ten seconds till data. Oh, big old wick down so far. 50 versus 52. The inflation expectations went up to 4.6 versus 4.4. Everything came in lower other than that inflation. Well, sentiment dropped a little bit, actually. That's interesting. We really didn't go anywhere. All right, 30-minute orb set. We should break one side of it. I don't know which side. All right, orb is set. 30-minute orb is set. Oh, look at these this orb report to see if there's any alpha we can grab from here. Double breaks is the most common. We'll see. There's a big bottom wick right here. Look at this. I don't want to fight this. I think it's worth noting that the political side of that Michigan data is very interesting too. What are we looking at? What's up, Sid? Sid sliding in. Meta, what are your thoughts on Meta, Sid? Do you think this is gonna shrug this AI news off pretty quickly? I mean, there's a huge spot right here, right at this low of day. This is a big level. It's like what, 630, 634, that area. So I mean, if you look left, this is a big level. I can't. I mean, you see they're buying this, but there's a wall right here for some reason. Price action can be so bad on a day like today. I want to look at Meta. This is a really interesting spot on Meta. Meta has a gap fill to the upside. And maybe, I think it's like probably maybe a day too early. AMAT. AMAT had earnings yesterday and they did not go well, right? Maybe that is why. Gosh, I really want to short this. Too late now. I think I'm gonna stay out of this box for now. This is dumb. But so far we are setting up the IB is gonna look like high first, low second, which means we should be bearish. Nathan, I have some puts on for next week. I mean, I'm red on them because we just continue to go up, but I'm just hedging for the downside. I just think at some point we may have to clear out the options today before that happens, or we may have to go a little bit higher first. But I mean, there's a big pullback opportunity, I think, coming just from a technical standpoint. I think we revisit this 585 minimum, but I really think we're going to revisit the 570s. NVIDIA says we are not sending GPU designs to China after reports of a new Shanghai operation. I kind of like the SPY, like next Friday puts, maybe end of the month. Just get. I think you target like the 200-day 575 probably would put you in the money there. But it could, we could just. I mean, we floating higher basically, but we could get a scenario where we just like do this and let these moving averages kind of catch up. But I think it's going to reset. So I'm kind of with you on that, Nate. What else you guys trading? You got anybody taking any options? I've been playing a little bit more options later or lately, not later, lately. Jensen Wang led NVIDIA plans new Shanghai research hub to stay competitive. See what our screener looks over here on Edgeful. Oh, wait, Littlefoot. You put me on some game right now, Littlefoot? What's the 4 hour look like? I have these EMAs are set to, I mean, these SMAs are set to daily. It does look a little like, oh, I see it. What's NQ look like? Look at NQ just riding that 4 hour 9 EMA. I see that. Yeah, I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, but I actually love just having a little elevator music going on. I don't know. For me, like sitting in silence just drives me crazy. Look at this chop, guys. Uppity City. Nothing about this tells me direction right now. I think it's a short, but I don't want to fight this. If anything, I like the fact that if it does this and then breaks down and retests, we'll have a nice opportunity. I said it's money. I love it. Yeah, dude, I use Restream for these streams because it allows you to send it to multiple places, stuff like that. Like I know some of you guys are on YouTube, some of you guys are on X, but I enjoy like just having that background music, and it's like a lot of streams you can't like just turn on music. Like YouTube will hit you with copyright and all that. So Restream just has these like random, non-licensed tracks. Look at that, just hitting the 4 hour 9. Well, I'm looking around trying to find something, team. Ooh, Tesla getting smoked. Tesla's getting smoked. We're sitting on top of the 4 hour 9 though. We get that first hour, it'll help a lot. I'll say we're set up nicely right now for four lower. So I talk about this on every stream, but you see this is the initial balance, right? First hour, you have the high was first, the low was second. If you go to a 5 minute chart, you can see it a little bit clearer. But high was first, low has been second. Price action looks like we want to break the 30 minute orb, but right here, if this is the high set and this is the low set, the first hour, we have data that says we should break. We'll definitely look to play that here shortly. All right, team, let's see, 15 minutes or so. This is crazy. Look at this. I'm staying away from this. So this is tough. I mean, what do you do with this when you have bottom wick, bottom wick, bottom wick, bottom wick, bottom wick? That tells me like you either wait for it to break. Maybe you could play upside if you wanted to. I think the easier trade is downside, but Microsoft getting a little bounce. Google's still strong. Going through some of my Apple looks like it's coming lower here. Amazon's bouncing though. Yeah, I have no clarity whatsoever on this. What is buy? Nothing. Previous day high. This could be a very choppy day when we have SPY broke previous day high, but price action's trying to push down. It's tough. This is typical for a big options expiration. The other thing about this option expiration, the one we have today, so not only is it monthly, it's not a quarterly one. Those are the ones that are really like, I just don't even like trading those that much. But what was I gonna say? Because of what's happened over the last month, so like here's the last monthly expiration was like what, all the way back here. You've made this move, so like the repositioning today could be completely insane. People are off sides, people are repositioning positions that have moved a lot. That makes today's even stranger. We're still chilling. IB by rejection. Most of these are bearish so far. That's what I was showing you guys a while ago. A high formed first, low formed second. But SPY, so far, the low formed first. I think the low formed first. No, a high formed first in SPY. That just hasn't updated. Previous day's range. Kind of a mixed bag so far. Oh, we're pushing up. Let's see what happens. If this makes a new high up here. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Ten minutes. Look, we've see what I was talking about. When you have all these buyers just buying this thing up, these bottom wicks, buying pressure. Every time it tries to push down here, it gets bought back up. Bought up, bought up, bought up, bought up, bought up. So it should rebalance higher. You fail to go one direction, you usually have to move the other direction. So sometimes you'll see it do this. You'll see like it find more sellers and then do this. Whenever you start seeing like several candles like this in a box, I uh I stay away from it. 'Cause, I mean, we did have some upper wicks here too, but these big bottom wicks, these are bigger wicks to me. I just figure this is gonna push a little bit higher. That's why I don't wanna mess with this choppy box that we're in. I mean, based on yesterday, we have this area down here, and then this area that was right here is exactly what we're doing right here again. And then up here is your resistance. I think I would take another shot at a short up here. And if you go to a higher time frame, if you're like, look, if you guys are looking at a small time frame right now, like look what the like if I go down to like a 3 minute and it looks like trash. If I go, I mean, if you're on a 1 minute, like it's like, well, false signals going on here. That's why, like, I like to look at 5 and 15. So, like, on the 15 minute, this is telling me nothing right now, absolutely nothing. Same with SPY. I mean, look, basically the opening 15-minute question right there. What's our mags doing? Hey, noise, nothing. Netflix is strong. Microsoft. Meta looks. Oh. I'm wondering if Meta is going to have that 3-day rule from the news. Day one, news comes out. You maybe have 2 more days before. Google kind of did the same thing. Remember when we had the Google news? One, two. It was like what? Let's see. First day news came out. Second day, third day, and then boom. Then you get your move back. I think that's what I'm going to look for on Meta. That's a decent wick on Broadcom 15-minute on this. It's kind of a little hammer down there. Ooh, Apple new lows. I mean, we're stuck. We're in EMAs, so 5-minute EMAs right now. We're stuck in those, basically right between those. We're above VWAP, but we have the EMAs are on the downside right now. So like the 9 is below the 21. This is tough to trade this chop right here. Be burning off a lot of premium right now too. Oh, this elevator music's hitting though. Great hitting. So at this point, we have SPY, IB low first, IB high second, should break up. QQQ's on the other side. I mean, you could almost call this a bear flag. The main thing I'm going to sit here and watch here in 4 minutes is what that looks like. Sap City. Damn, Coinbase? Look at that. Coinbase recovered everything. How strong we are here. The divergence here as we push up on SPY. Where's SPX? SPX, I know we have the 40s up here, or I know that there's gamma up here, and I know this 05. We're like right between the two gamma levels. So far, opening candle continuation, which let me down a little bit yesterday. I say it let me down. It was a failed bearish move yesterday. It pushed us higher. But when you have a stat that's 70-80% of the time, and then the other side of it, I mean, the other side of it has to happen sometimes. DOJ is weighing not taking Boeing to trial and just settling with them for the crashes. Headline just came out. Yeah, KB, I mean, the problem is with it's because they move, right? Oh, we're moving down. All right, with a minute to go, we should break the low on NQ. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. I may try to short this. Yeah, look at that. See if it pops up just a little bit. Maybe we can short it. We go to NQ. We should break this low based on this setup. The problem I have with that is this setup, we should break the high on ES. It's not super clean. I'm not a big fan. All right, there's our first hour. All right. I really want to try to short this. Can it bounce first? Up here against 420s, I think I'll get in a short. And if it just goes, it goes without me. That's fine because it's not like super high quality, but bounce up to like 420, I think I'm gonna try a short. Oh, I do want to look at that NFP thing, but give me 1 second, KB, because if I can get a pop up here, I'm gonna short this. Yeah, they're just gonna break it without me. We need a pop. We need a little pop to get in. I can't short at 400. That's not smart for a 12-point gain. I'd rather short 420s and try to get a 40-point gain. Maybe even 410. I mean, I think it's just gonna go without me. I mean, if you chase it, you chase it. I understand. ES should break that high, but I think it's gonna break the low today. NQ stronger stat on this. See if it's up a little bit for us. Where's that gap fill? Are we fighting that? Yeah, they'll back test this gap fill right here. Yeah, a lot of these indicators are from Edgeful, guys. That's like a super crazy, awesome thing that they have here. I even like this gap fill by session makes my life so much easier when I look at NQ because you have this, so I can set it to where does NQ fill the gap from the day before. I can't short this if it doesn't pop up here. Like I was saying though, the 9 EMA was below the 21. We're right above VWAP, so I didn't like trying this short just right here. This is gonna play out. We're gonna break this low. If we can just get a pop before it breaks, I'll take it. If we get a back test even to like right here. Nope, it's done. Oh, hopefully somebody got it, but boy. But now we have the buy rejection. All right, so if this bounces to here, we try to short to here. That's the setup. We have data that we can look at on that. We need a bounce. 408 probably. I'll try to short it. You should retrace. You could probably long for this retracement. So this is what I'm looking at by retracement. You break the low. 60% of the time, you come back to that 25% level. Like there's a strong odds that you're going to go to that minus 0.5, which would take us down to here. If we can bounce to here, reshort it from here, then we can target this. And we have strong odds of that because we have strong odds that this will retest, and we have strong odds of getting down here. So I'm gonna look for this area right here. Bounce into this area, reshort it, and we're gonna take. We can trim there, and full target here. I also have I have confidence because the Fibonacci by session. 355. That's the golden retrace that we bounced off of last night twice. All right, well, we know the setup. Let's see if it gives it to us. I do want to take a look at 40 KB. My NFP on NQ is the other thing would be if it just backtests this and rejects here. This looks pretty rough. Well, the setup doesn't give it to me. I don't take it. Could have just pressed that short, but I don't like to press breakout trades. Yes, still hasn't done anything. The other thing would be you could buy that report I was looking at, which is buy retracement. So this is IB buy retracement. When you break down, you have a pretty strong stat. More times than not, you come back to the 25% level, which is right here, which would be a back test of all those morning lows, right? What's that look like on a 5-minute? Right here, 519 on QQQ, 408. Like I said, you probably could have long this back to this. I got the one trade with a little bit of money under my belt, but you may just go without me this morning, guys and gals. KB, if you're still around, I have a question. Or the NFP on NQ, are you using the current contract or the continuous contract? Yeah, look, this is gonna go without me. Bummer. Kind of played out like I thought. I just didn't have a good spot to get in for me. You got back test. SPX SPX should come test this gamma level down here now. Oh 05. There, this block right here, this SPX should come down here. Oh, Nvidia's falling off a cliff too. Dadgummit. Everything looks like it's about to go lower here. Except for Walmart, it's a new high of day. Google roll. It's all of tech is rolling over. Dadgummit, it's going without us. I don't know. Any of you guys get in? Oh man. There's a chance to get really ugly. Maybe I should have got into ES for the catch-up trade. I think SPX is coming down to here though. Oh man. Dadgummit, they're gonna crush this thing. Holy crap. I think this thing could get really ugly today. I don't know what to do. When you say you're in the money, you mean you're green on it? Or did you take 592s? Oh, big ol' sneeze. There you go. I think you can hold those personally. I like that strike actually, 582. Now what? I can't do anything here. Maybe we get a back test. Man, I don't like this buy reaction here to try to reshort it. Maybe right here against the pivot point. That's kind of what I'm looking at. Eyes right back over that IB and the 30-minute orb. So 30-minute orb and the IB the same this morning? Yeah. Basically. Yeah. IB low and orb low are the same this morning. But look at this. This is a engulfing on the 5-minute. I mean, look at this engulfing. I mean, that's the thing. Do I try to short it now after we just engulfed? I wanted to short the back test of this, but not with a 5-minute engulfing. All I know is Walmart's going to 1 million. That's the other thing. You try to short this one, you've got tech weak, but retailers are flying. Almost everything did a little tweezer bottom there. I can't short. I can't short on this tweezer. See, this is a good point right here. Nurse. Um, or I have volume over here. This is interesting because on my other chart setup, I have a higher volume on this candle. And the volume matched on SPY here. Uh, it's not just like screaming at me. I really want to try it. I mean, this is the spot right here. This right here is your spot. We all know the answer to this question. Gosh, Walmart, what a monster. Only way I think I can get involved is if it does this, and then do a lot of bearish data here, though. Bearish. Uh, I don't see recession stuff moving up. Like what I see retailers strong. I mean, look at Costco. Costco's doing the same thing. I think this is retail driven. Because like gold is your main one, right? Gold is down. Yeah, this is why I couldn't. When you have a tweezer like that, an instant buy up engulfing. Yeah, there's no way I could short this here. And I'm glad I didn't because like we're already 15 points over that. The only thing is if we reject right here. If this goes over 415, this thing is gonna fly. This 15-minute engulf zone, this is another failure. This reclaims and holds here, you know, you almost have to play alongside it. Look, yes, just hit. I mean, There's VWAP in the 21. Back test, maybe. I don't know. What is my screener should say? Other than Costco and Tesla, we're bearish on everything on that first hour. IB was bearish. We do have previous day's range bullish. It's looking choppy. It's looking like an OPEX back and forth head fake type of day. It's maybe one of those sit around and really pick your spots type of days. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I was kind of thinking that coming into today, but so this comes down and holds 388. I feel like you could try to scalp it short here, but if it holds right here, you want to be long. I'm stuck between watching this thing reclaim and backtest. There's our hourly close. What does that look like? Looks disgusting. Used to be like right here that she would try it. Right here, I guess. I really want to try it. I guess you could try it here and risk what? This? Try to get something like this. think you have to do it a little bit higher. But right here is this would be the spot here. I'm not in this yet. I'm just measuring it out here to see what it looks like. I have multiple bearish data though. What are the other big names looking like? That looks decent on Tesla. Nvidia still has room to go to back test. Costco gonna get stuck here maybe. I said 408, right? We didn't touch it. I just put a little order at 408 and try it if it pops up here one more time. Oh no. I guess can I get it at 400 maybe? Or do I short it right here? I can't do anything. No, no trade here for me. Can't do it. Oh. Oh. That was probably the spot to try it. Well, I said 408 and we came right. I mean, that's where I was going to try it off the touch of that. Could that have gotten any closer without touching? Of course not. Maybe a pop back up here, I get in it? Like this. All right, let's try it right here. I got in at 85. All right, I'm gonna try this. Really want this to stay under the orb and IB here. Oh no, look at a yes. A spy's too strong. Spy's gonna stand on his previous day high. That'd be the other place that I'll hopefully reject that. I'll do a small add up here into 400. Yeah, I just took a small little add. We're gonna try it. So that changes the risk reward to there. And I'm gonna trim those ads out if we get 372. And trims at 355. They're on my chart. We're good to go. Let's see if we reject. Yes, previous day high is way up here, but spy's right at it. I wonder if it wicks into it. I hate having my stop below VWAP. I can always re-enter though. We'll see what happens. That's what it looks like. All right, you guys hear me again? Let me give me a mic check. I got my one trim right here. I put it at 392 on M&Q. It hit. This could be a flag. I don't know. I think you're getting a lot of false signals today. We're right back to my cost basis here. Yeah, I may have to get out of here. All right, my headphones disconnected. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. There we go. Thanks, Bob. This looks like a little flaggy flag. My trim did go off down here. see M and Q went down there and got it. I'm trading M and Q, but I always chart with NQ. So now I'm basically at a break even trade because at like a 20-point trend, now I'm down 20 points. So this is going to be a red trade if it goes any higher. But I had the win earlier. I actually had a small win last night. I just quick look out. The other thing, NVIDIA, is just now going to backtest that. There's the backtest. That's going to be the backtest on NVIDIA. Microsoft broke the low. All right, SPY needs to reject right here, right now. All right, this is where we need the rejection. Right here. To break even. I don't want it to go any higher than that. Tommy, you're 1,000% right here. Anytime you have major options expiration, the triple quad witching days that we get every quarter, obviously those are the craziest ones. Today, I think, is an outlier one. So like January was an outlier one because you had a bunch of leaps that were expiring. Today is an outlier one because you have such a massive move, a dynamic move in positioning this last month that you're going to have major settlements happening this morning with SPX. And I mean, if you're in the money, you're cash settled, and then now you're going to be moving things around. So like, that's why I'm just looking at this going, okay. But tech is the leader, and it continues to be a little bit weak. I mean, like Amazon does not look good. Apple doesn't really look good. Broadcom, that's okay. He probably comes back down and tries to reclaim previous day's low, but that just flies. Google, Meta, nothing there. Microsoft's weak. That looks good on Netflix. This looks pretty good on NVIDIA. This is where it would have to reject. Yeah, probably gonna jump up here, stop me out. A little red trade ski, that's all right. I'd rather play it safe and get stopped out. Let's see, this is the spot. Remember I talked about that 408 earlier. Just gonna trust the system here. Still in it. Let's go. This is where it needs to reject and move through. Yes, you could probably short and risk 5 points. Oh, I don't like that. Hold right on the MA9 though. We got some divergence here. I have Trade of 8 and Project X or whatever Top Step uses. Project X and Trade of 8. Those are the two main ones I use. I'm sitting at break even. I'm on that debate, taking my profit and walking on Friday. This look, it's a choppy look. I'm really trying to pick my spots here. I mean, if this can roll over, we'll be good. But I don't know. To me, it's worth the shot here. Let's see. Looks like a good rejection off the 21. I may like this chill hop better than the other one. And they're buying it up again.
Truth, I saw this message. Look, if I had a good idea, I would probably be much heavier in a position or much more convicted with something. I'm not. I am not super. I'm not super convicted of anything right now. Like, I think there's a big short coming, but timing it's going to be nearly impossible. And I just don't know that it can happen today. This looks okay. This looks, yeah. Yeah, could just be a set and leave here. This looks okay. I mean, I feel like it could even like wick up here and then come down, or it could just hold here and reclaim. I don't know. What's Quantum up to, Tommy? I haven't. Is it Rigetti? Oh, Rigetti's down. What's the other? What are the quantum tickers you're watching? What's it? QBIT? Oh, what is it? What's the other quantum name? QUBT. I was close. Oh, QUBT's flying, but Rigetti's not. Interesting, those two, but Rigetti's not. So why is Rigetti not flying with those other ones? Here, look, here's those tickers if anybody's curious and looking into it. This is interesting. Rigetti's making new lows. Oh, dude, let's go. Tommy? QBTS. Well, that was a heck of a move. If we get down here to this area again, I think I'm going to go ahead and take off half. That makes this a break-even trade no matter what. So I took off like a third on that first trim at whatever that was, 17 points or so. Oh yeah, IONQ, that's the other one I couldn't remember. He's going sideways right now. All right, about 5 more minutes. We'll see. With 5 more minutes on the stream, plus you this 15-minute candle, how it closes. But I'm just, I think we're okay for now. It's like it's trying to roll over, but it's not. ES is probably the best risk reward short, but since Qs are weaker, I'd rather be short of it. Previous day high, injecting. What is that IONQ doing? Oh, we just have. IONQ. Look at that. IONQ going down. What is anything else doing? Broadcom looks good still. Amazon looks bad. Walmart getting Walmart looks rough there. I need to buy some John Deere. Maybe new all-time highs looks so good. I just hate buying this high. Net has been an absolute monster. Uber's been a monster. I'm in those names of equity. Where we're at, it's tough for me to like take anything new. This is like a time period in the market where I just don't do much of anything. HIMS is still up 3% after this pullback. AMD getting excited. Coin's still at the highs. I haven't even looked at Bitcoin on the daily in a while. What's Bitcoin look like on the daily? Bitcoins. Bitcoins is back to going sideways. That makes perfect sense though. That's actually a good sign. Alright, this is getting to the point of where I don't want to do anything. I know as soon as I close, it'll work out for me, and if I don't close, it'll stop me out. That's basically what this trade's looking like. Oh yeah, Europe close, London close is 30 seconds here. Also the end of my time for today. Alright, what's this 15-minute gonna look like here? I prefer this 15-minute to close down here, but it's closing over. I feel like this is going to shoot up, whip me out, then still come back down here. There it is. I'm out. All right. Well, net green from this trade, the trade this morning, net green. Nothing to really talk about though, to be 100% honest. Previous day high on ES, VWAP. I could try again here. I'm probably just gonna wait. I don't like to get stopped out and get right back in. The way this looks, I don't think I'm gonna try to short this. I don't know. We'll see what happens here, guys. I've got to roll. I actually have to leave the house, so I gotta run an errand for the next hour. So I'm just gonna probably come back this afternoon and see what I got for us. But I'm looking at this. I'm not seeing anything that's super exciting to me. Very choppy. We have a lot of bearish data on QQQ, which we are at break even right now. If I turn on the gap fill indicator, you can see this is right where we closed yesterday, right here. So yeah. Yeah, I don't like this because like if I look at SPY or ES, let's look at ES for example. ES, the gap filled, that was bearish gap filled. We have a double break. The IB was actually bullish even though it broke down. This part's bearish. Opening candle was bearish. Previous day's range bullish. So what does previous day range mean? And we have an 84% chance of a green day. That's from close to close. So ES should close above where it closed yesterday, which is here or higher. Since you broke previous day's high, you're 84%. I mean, is that as close to a guarantee as you're going to find in the market that you close above this? I mean, of course, it's 16% that it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. That's mixed. I'm not going to fight that data. What is? Here, we'll take a look at SPY real fast on the same report. I mean, it looks like they're just rotating out the tech leaders into some of these other names. Look at that, 86% chance that we close green on SPY. Holy crazy. Crazy stat, 86% chance we close above this right now. That is a strong statistic right now. Yeah, let's stay away from this. That's crazy strong. Yeah, I can't fight that. All right, guys. That's it for me. I'm out. Hope everyone has a great rest of the day. Go to edgeful.com, check it out. Let me get you guys a link if you haven't tried it yet. Get you 7 days free. These indicators are money, by the way. But look at this, 86%. I mean, I'm not gonna fight that the rest of the day. Let me get a link dropped in here for you guys. There's for the YouTube people. Let me get it in. I'll get it in the chat here for the. All right, I dropped it in the. If you're watching on Wolf Financial, it's in the chat there as well. Yeah, if you use that link right there on the screen in the chat, you get 7 days free to try out Edgeful. I mean, imagine trading short today, thinking it's going to short, not knowing the statistic is against you. 86% chance of closing here above. Yeah, that's tough. All right, guys. I'm out. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. Monday morning, I'm back. Monday, Friday, every week, live trading. This past week's been insane. Monday, we had a massive gap up that I was long options into, so I didn't have a whole lot to do. Today, we just keep trickling upwards, so it's like, I don't know, it's tough for me to trade here where we're at. I think next week will be a lot more exciting for sure. I think we're going to start getting some more volatility next week. We'll see what happens. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Follow Wolf Financial. Go to edgeful.com. Try it out. There's a link right there. Try it out. Make sure you get those trading view indicators. You just jump on here and you can request the trading view indicators from Edgeful. You'll get access to those. They'll pop up like if you're on trading view, go to your indicators, invite only. And you see all these right here. Boom. Look how many there are too. Like if you're if you're an orb person, if you're a pivot points person, previous day's range, all this stuff. I mean, that Fibonacci by session, this one right here, turn off these other ones. This one right here is money too. I love having just automatically know yesterday's Fibonacci levels. This is from a previous day. I love how we held this like all night. I love this indicator though. There was other days where this thing saved me a lot of headache. All right, guys. Luca, do you see this? I see your comment here. Luca, do you see the link right here in the chat? This link right here. If you click that link and go sign up, I think you do have to like put a credit card in or whatever. Like you sign up and you get 7 days free. And then if you cancel within 7 days, it won't charge you, of course, or whatever. And if you have an issue with it, send them a message. Send me a message. One of the two, we'll get it figured out. But yeah, you just go to my link right there, and as you sign up, you'll get 7-day free trial to trial this out. I say give it a month. I think it's worth trying it out for at least a month to get comfortable with it, because there's so many reports on Edgeful, right? Between goodness gracious. QQQ. I mean, look at all these. These are types of reports, just the categories here. The gap fill, like some of my favorite ones. IB, initial balance, the first hour. This data is so strong. Opening candle continuation. This is one of my favorite reports. I've done, and if you go to my name, go to Imp Maximiliano on YouTube, you'll see I have a lot of videos like where I kind of go through some of these. But like this one's one of my favorite stats. The opening candle is green. The first hour is green. You have a high percentage of closing green that day. Same thing is true when it's red. So like today we have a high percentage of closing red, but we also have other data that says we have a high percentage of closing green. What does that tell me? That tells me chop day. It tells me I don't really want to fight the chop. When I see something like this screener, I built this screener with the top 10 weighted tickers in NASDAQ. So all your tech stuff. So QQQ plus like all the top ones, Apple, NVIDIA, Microsoft, Amazon, Broadcom, all of these. You can build this however you want it. And there's even a few custom like versions for the reports. You can change out which reports that you like. I also have it built for the 4 futures tickers right here. And so like I have bearish bias and a bullish bias. Those are opposing on NASDAQ and ES. Who's going to win? I don't know. NASDAQ, ES, neutral and bullish. We haven't broken previous day's range. Right here, NQ, bearish, 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 YM bullish on opening candle. Bearish across the board on the IB, which that played out. We broke the low on the IB. So a bunch of great features on here. Give it a month to play around with it. Watch some videos. All of these have videos on it, by the way. For example, any report, if you like gap fill report, if you like any of these, right here, short little video from Andre, like 15 minutes. Most of these are 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes long. Little quick tutorial of how to use the reports. And with that, I'm out. Hope everyone has a great weekend. We'll see you guys